All right, we're here with a couple of Green Run Stallions. They got their bling on Friday night, state champions from last season. We're joined by George Wilson, the dual sport football basketball standout. He's headed to Tallahassee to play for the Seminoles, but he's got some work to do on the hardwood for Green Run and on the gridiron. A good game for him tonight. Couple of nasty jams, 10.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. But maybe the guy that stole the show, we know about the all-beach performers with Wilson and also the all-state guys, and Elijah Kennedy, Jacob Cooper, the player of the year, but J-Mac, they call him, Jaiden McIntosh, 23 points, 7 of 8 from 3. He probably couldn't do that if he played 2K and tried to go 7 of 8 from 3. No disrespect to his 2K game. 6 assists, 4 steals. They beat First Colonial rather handily, 85-35. Guys, first of all, thank you for taking some time on your Friday night, your weekend. Congrats on the victory and the state rings. How's it feel?
Feel great. Feels real good. Got the bling on my hand. My boy George got him one too. Show it, George. Show him the ring, man.
It felt great. I mean, to just be in this predicament, it just felt great. And doing it for AJ.
Yeah, it was neat to see the school, Coach Harris, the administration there, Principal Tarkenton and Ms. Twyman, the AD, and everybody have the picture for AJ with his jersey. I mean, I know you guys have gone through a lot going back to his unexpected, shocking death a year ago, not getting to play the state championship game. This whole, will we have a season, not have a season? George, you can go first, then J-Mac, you can follow this. But to kind of finally get the rings tonight, the jewelry for all the hard work you put in, how gratifying and rewarding is it?
It just feels great. I mean, it feel like, everything off our back. I mean, it just take me back to where we was, like, we was in Norfolk State, just when we was in the moments and just getting this ring, it just put me back. And when AJ died and everything, it just take me back.
And for you, J-Mac, I imagine sort of like George said, it brings back, it evokes some great memories, some sad memories, but a lot of fun times for sure.
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. We put in a lot of work. We came as a team, and one thing about us, we treated us like we was family, like brothers. So that's what really got us through. And we came up with our own stuff, our own pregame things. So that helped us with a lot. And our coaches really put in a lot of work, days of work, long nights, film. Like now we doing Zoom meeting films, all that. So that's pretty much helping us out. And it feel like I'm on top of the world with this state ring. I'm feeling great.
Stuff.
Let me get to that kind of the regimen you guys go through with and Coach Harris has talked about a little bit with Camp Newman, and I even got me one of the hoodies. They're so nice, comfortable. All the kids rock them that work out too. The do more. Kind of take us behind the scenes for the audience that's not aware of it. And J-Mac, you can go first. George, you can follow what the do more, the motto meant, and kind of this year's motto, if there's one that's different or similar to that.
Yeah. Well, do more is basically it's self-explanatory, but he really put it towards AJ when it was more like when even before he had died, it was like because he was working out every day, putting in all them hours. And it was one time, I don't know if you remember, he had broke his wrist and he was still working out with Coach EJ in the back gym and all that. So he really did more for the team. And that's really what do more means. So we really piggyback off of AJ off that one.
Yeah, I think AJ, that happened in the Maury game his sophomore year. I remember covering it, and that team came close to making the state playoffs. It probably does. If not for that, they lost to a great Bethel team with Cam Baycoat, DeJour Dickens, and Jeremiah Owusu, who's doing it up big at Notre Dame, getting ready to get drafted in the NFL. And George, for you, what does do more mean to you?
Do more. It's just everything. It's right there. Like, do more. We got to do more to get this. We got to do more, for real. And like when we were working out EJ, do more, push ourselves, and everything else. Like tonight, we did more. We know it was First Colonial, but we had like do more, work on our press, work on our stuff, and just not worry about the other team. Just work on our stuff and just do more for real.
Definitely.
Yeah, you definitely did more second quarter and second half there on the boards, but you got it started off there, Jaiden. I know Jake seemed to, I don't know if he tweaked his leg or ankle, maybe he just had a hammy cramp, whatever it was, but you just kind of got hot from three before he came back even, had the hot hand. You've kind of been known within practice and the team as being a shooter, but tell me about your role expanding now, going from sixth man super sub guy to now being a starter with the likes of Lakeem Rudolph and Curry Smith graduating. More's expected out of you.
Yeah, it feels it's not really a lot of pressure because I've been doing things like that, but it just feels good to start. And Coach Harris, he's a good guy. So he really talks to me about what I should do. And he taught me how my role is to shoot, obviously, but he also said defense is a big part of the game. So I picked up on that. I have Coach Shane. I don't know if you know him by that, but he actually
Shane Clements, yeah.
yeah, he was telling me about my role and how I can help the offense. So I really took that in. Coach Cooper showed me what I should do, and I just listened to him. So then I worked on it in practice. Watched a lot. I watch a lot of film. I'm a film rat. So and then I do what I do in practice in the game, and it just feels good. I mean, it's not really a lot of pressure. I just play my game and do what I'm supposed to do. And hitting 7 threes is it's a big accomplishment, but it's something that I really usually do. So I try to stay humble about it and don't really get ahead of myself and just try to be consistent, shoot consistent shots.
Well, and the good thing for you, J Matt, before we get to George here, is I think people now knowing about Eli and Jake, they got this two sports stud here in the middle, and George, that people that do happen to watch the streams because they come to the games, maybe some schools will see, all right, you're a sleeper that could certainly help their program.
Yeah, definitely. Just staying humble about it.
Sure. So. Hey, George, I think you guys finished up with 25, 26 assists, 6 assists or so, almost 30 assists. I know it's First Colonial. I know you win by 50. It's not the biggest challenge. They're a little overmatched. But what's it mean that you guys can share the ball like that? And it can be anybody's night, whether it be you, J-Mac, Jake, Eli. What's that say about your team, and how key is that unselfishness for you guys to have a chance to get another one of those rings?
Yeah, I mean, we just share the ball and make sure everybody eats, for real. We just do it for the young guys because we know we got to do it for the young guys, set an example. Because next year, they ain't going to even have us. And it's going to be tough for them. So I think we just set a good example for them. Show them how to share the ball, how to do everything behind the scenes and on the floor. Just to show the young guys how to do it.
Yeah, and some of those guys certainly have some promising futures as well. You're interesting to me because you've signed the full ride to Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
And we know you initially were headed to South Carolina. Coach Shane's there. You've won a state championship in basketball now. It'd be easy to say, I got mine. I got my ride. But you're out here, and I know basketball means a lot to you, as does this coming football season, which is literally just a few weeks away. Tell me how important is it for you to kind of leave a legacy as one of the best multi-sport athletes in Hampton Roads? Because there's been some guys over the years, and I'm not necessarily putting you on that pedestal, those guys like the Ronald Currys, the Tyrods, the Percy Harvins, but how important is that for you to kind of leave that legacy at Green Run and not just saying, I got mine, I'm done as a senior?
Yeah, I'm just trying to set an example for real, just younger guys that's below me. And just trying to set their leadership, everything. For real.
All right, last two, and I'll let you guys run. We'll have some fun ones with these. This one's actually kind of a multi-part for both of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best dunker on the team, George? I know Eli had a couple. Is it you? Is it Kennedy? Is it somebody else? Who's the best dunker on the team?
It's definitely me.
I'm getting up there, though. Don't even worry. I'm coming.
Me.
I'm getting up there.
I mean, Eli getting the most fast breaks because he was leak and he up top. But it's definitely me. You see what he tried to do tonight, tried to windmill.
He did. It didn't quite go. But listen, he had a couple nice ones the other night from Jake. Now, who's the best three-point shooter, Jim? Is it you, hands down, or can somebody take you in a horse game?
I think it's me because I feel like I'm more consistent. And my percentage is usually higher. But Eli, me and Eli always arguing about who could shoot better, and we always say whoever hit the most threes owes each other something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Matt, he been doing it since he was in middle school. I remember our coach was talking about J-Matt. Man, J-Matt used to shoot them gents from half court.
Well, last one, then I got actually a bonus one to finish up with, and that's going to be the really tricky one. But last one, for you guys from here moving on, what do you guys want to work on here? Because, this can all change. We don't know if you're going to get 5, 6, 7 games, playoffs, how it's going to go. I mean, what do you guys have to sharpen up on? Because it's easy to say, all right, Green Runs, they won 40, 50, but there's going to be some people that are, you guys are now the hunted, they're hunting, they're after you guys.
I mean, we just got to continue to, for one, stay clean so we can still stay in this. Coach Harris preached that a lot. Keep our mask on. I feel like we wanted, not trying to be fun, I feel like we wanted the cleanest programs. Like we put on our hand sanitizer. We made sure we have our mask on. We can't go around our coach without the mask. We watch a lot of film. Like he makes sure we stay kind of away from the gym sometimes and not too much in there, so it's not more of a risk. And he tries to teach us to stay in the house and just play the video game and do something in the house. And teams that are coming for us, I mean, we always got plans to come at them back, but we stay humble and we don't get too ahead of ourselves. And we do watch film. We do watch film. And in the games that like the easy games we play, like the FCs, the Tallwoods, we use that as in like practice. So we teach that as a practice, and Coach Harris sets goals for us. And if we don't meet them goals, we got a long day of practice. So we meet them goals though. We definitely do meet them goals.
Yeah, for sure. Like J Matt said, I think our program was like for real, like the cleanest. They on us like every day on us. Make sure we got stuff. They ask us before we walk in. They ask us about 10 questions. Have you been around people who got COVID? Everything. I mean, custodians, everybody, trainers, spraying down stuff, wiping balls. I mean, every day on it. So I think I'm safe. I mean, I feel like I'm safer in there, to be honest. Everything clean. You can't go wrong with that. And as on the court wise, I think we just got to get our guys better. Just sharpen up on the second team, and just go out and practice. For real.
Definitely.
Just practice.
We do try to set that good example for the second team, third team, anybody who trying to come play with us. We try to set those examples and we talk to them. It's not really about us anymore, for real. When you were a senior, it should be about the guys coming up, because you want to see them. We want to come back and see them win too when you come watch them.
Yeah,
so we some team players. That's one thing about us. Even though we see Jake and Eli are one of the most team players on the Virginia. Even though they score the most in state players, they show a lot of love to us.
On the court and off the court, man. To the young guys and all.
Yep.
Well, it's probably a blessing in a lot of ways too, guys, because, I mean, back in December, let's just be honest, it didn't look like this was going to happen, that you'd even get games. So, I mean, everything that was almost like a bonus and gravy. And speaking of bonus, this is a real tough question for you, George. I got to ask you. Did you think I shaved it? Be honest.
Yeah, we actually somebody sent you in the Green Run group chat, and we thought you saved it. Everybody sent you in the group chat, man.
Nobody believed I kept the hair. You all thought I went bald.
Yeah, it looks sweet though. I ain't gonna lie, it did look.
Yeah,
sweet.
No, it didn't. I look creepy. I don't look creepy enough as it is. I look creepy.
In the group chat, I remember somebody had sent that in the group chat. It was like he cut his hair.
I value the hair, but I got the last laugh.
Yeah, that was good.
Maybe one of these days.
Matter of fact, when we came in, I was like, he didn't cut his hair. I was looking at that like, dang.
I wasn't trying to get you off your game or distract you, but what was that?
2 days.
What was that?
I said I thought it grew back that fast.
Hey, but a little dabble do you put a little chia pet in the way we went. So no, it was all prank. Maybe one day I'll let you guys in on the prank that I pulled on Coach Harris, which was even better than the hair thing. But that might have to be till after the season. I don't want to get you in trouble now. That is the 3-point splashing. Occasional TikToker, Jaiden McIntosh. He's a little more than occasionally TikToking. And the slam dunker, sack artist. He's all over the place. George Wilson. He might do some TikToking too. I don't know. Guys, it's been a real treat. Congrats again on the rings, and we'll keep in touch. Be safe and stay well, all right?
Appreciate it. You too.